In today's video, I'm sharing with you the most flavorful and delicious peanut butter soup recipe. This is a simple classic recipe that never fails. And if you're looking for a dish to elevate your Christmas menu, then look no further because this recipe is definitely for you. Just sit back, relax, and then enjoy. Thank you. So to begin, I add into my blender some fresh green chilies, some ginger, onion, garlic, rosemary, and a little star anise. I used just one. And I'll blend this into a smooth aromatic mixture, and this will form a flavor base for our soup, like steaming our meat. Let me just put it that way. And this is the outcome after blending. So smooth. Yes, our pot is already on fire. I'll start by adding some fresh goat meat. And no, this is not the Ghana goat meat I unboxed this week. I also added some charcoal roasted goat meat for extra depth of smokiness. And the next thing to add will be the blended ginger garlic mix, and I'll begin to season. I added some goat meat seasoning, all-purpose seasoning, and my favorite herbs and spice blend. Please feel free to use whatever seasoning you have available. I'll just give this a good mix and cover the pot and allow it to steam gently to release all the beautiful juices and flavor. And about 15 minutes into steaming, I added some cooked cow foot along with its stock water. I'll then mix everything beautifully and let it continue cooking while I move on to the next stage. In another pot, I add turkey berries. This is actually optional, so you can just omit it. I also added some pepper and water, and I'll cover this and let it cook until it's soft. It takes like 10 minutes, 8 to 10 minutes roughly. In a separate pot again, I add my peanut butter, and I also added 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. Then I pour in some water and I'll start mixing with my clean hands. You can also use a blender, that's if you prefer an easier method. So I'll continue adding the water until I'm happy with the consistency, and I'll cook this for like 10 to 15 minutes while stirring continuously so it doesn't burn. And like I said, it takes 10 to 15 minutes until this is done. So I'll be doing this gently until oil settles on top. Once it reaches this stage, my heart is happy because we are finally done. Now moving on, our meat is now seasoned to perfection. I'll pour in the cooked peanut paste into the meat. Like I said, we are doing the easy method. So I'll just mix everything in beautifully and I'll add more water. And I'm adding water just enough to match the amount of meat in the pot. I always say this in my soup recipes. So here I'm doing now the enquires and what so the share. The next thing to add will be 2 whole tomatoes and 1 onion. I'll cover and leave this to cook while I move on to blend the turkey berries and the pepper. And as you've seen, I just added the water from the turkey berries. It's actually optional. And I'll blend this until it's smooth and nice. Now it's time to check on our soup, and it's already looking gorgeous already. I'll just pour in the blended pepper mixture through a strainer because we don't want any chaff in our soup. When I'm done, I'll just remove the tomatoes and onion from the soup and I'll blend it. I'll blend it until it's smooth and add them back to the soup as usual. If you're here and then you're enjoying this video so far, please just take a moment to subscribe and turn on the push notification so you never miss any recipe from me, especially this vlogmas period. You don't want to miss any video. You can also follow me on all socials at Upclose with Abena. I am very, very, very active. Now to the final flavors. After blending the tomatoes and onion, I'll add everything back to the soup and rinse the blender with little amount of water. Then I'll add some seasoned tilapia, which are marinated with ginger, garlic, onion mix, like the one you saw earlier. And I also added some fish seasoning as well. And you see me adding some fried fish because menum yemede. I'll then leave this to continue cooking gently, but just look at how beautiful and rich this is looking already. The whole house was infused. The next thing to add would be some Kpakposhito for that extra spicy kick. And we are almost done. But trust me, if you don't want this, then what exactly do you want? I'll then lower the heat and let the soup simmer slowly to perfection. And this is the final result, pure beauty. It was quick, simple, and incredibly delicious. I paired mine with some soft rice balls, and it was heavenly. Thank you so much for taking time to watch till the very end. If you enjoyed this recipe, please share, like, and then subscribe for more amazing recipes. Don't forget to check out other videos I've posted during this vlogmas. You definitely don't want to miss it. Until then, I'll see you tomorrow. Continue having a blissful, beautiful week. Bye bye.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.